Have you ever thought about what life would be like if you could control time? Just imagine, for a moment, you could fast forward through a boring day, rewind to relive your best memories, or hit pause to take a break whenever you wanted. It sounds like something out of science fiction, but if we actually had the power to control time, everything we know about life, the universe, and reality itself would change. Controlling time would give us powers beyond our wildest dreams. We could skip the tedious parts of life and hold on to the good ones forever. But with great power comes great responsibility. What would happen if things went wrong? What would happen if someone made a terrible mistake and couldn't undo it? Let's step into this hypothetical world and explore what the ability to control time would mean for us all. Imagine, for instance, being able to slow time down, right when you're taking a big test, competing in a crucial game, or on the flip side, stuck in a boring meeting. You'd have more time to think, plan, and act. Everyone could become a super genius, getting extra time to solve difficult problems. Einstein's theories about relativity would no longer be confined to the pages of a physics book. They'd be tools everyone could use. But what happens if everyone can stop, rewind, or speed up time at will? We could end up with a society in chaos where people move at different speeds, creating endless confusion and miscommunication. Time zones wouldn't just be a few hours apart, they'd be measured in years, months, or even centuries. Now, let's think about traveling back in time. Who wouldn't want to go back and correct those awkward mistakes, avoid missed opportunities, or see how history really happened? But here's where things get complicated. What if changing the past changed who you are? Every small decision you'd alter would create a new path, a new version of reality. Perhaps you'd go back and change a bad grade in school, but what if that grade was the thing that taught you resilience? What if erasing it means erasing an important part of who you've become? We'd be walking on thin ice, trying to avoid unintended consequences of every choice we've ever made. Suddenly, being able to control time seems more like a risky privilege than a fun superpower. And what about the future? Skipping forward to see where life will take us, avoiding the painful stuff, sounds great, until you realize that life is defined by the journey, not just the destination. By fast forwarding, we miss the lessons that only time can teach. If you could see your future successes and failures, it might take the thrill out of achieving your goals. Knowing what's coming would create a strange sense of apathy. People might stop trying to improve themselves or face challenges because they already know the outcome. We'd end up with a world where everyone is just coasting. And that's not a world where people strive, innovate, or dream. Now here's a chilling thought. What if time control fell into the wrong hands? It could become a weapon more dangerous than any bomb. Imagine someone freezing time just before a crucial moment in a negotiation, battle, or competition. They could gather information, change events subtly, and emerge victorious without anyone knowing. And if someone with dark intentions wanted to rewrite history, they could go back and erase people, places, or even ideas from existence. The power to control time would make the concept of a true and unchangeable past obsolete. Governments would collapse, laws would be rewritten, and reality itself would become unstable. Suddenly, the power to control time would make everything fragile. Now, let's bring it closer to home. Think about how our personal relationships would change if we could manipulate time. Arguments, breakups, misunderstandings, they could all be rewound, paused, or erased. People might stop apologizing or taking responsibility because they could just hit rewind and act like nothing happened. Forgiveness, empathy, and second chances would lose their meaning. Relationships would be like constantly rewriting a story with no memory of the tough times that make bonds stronger. If there's no struggle, no reconciliation, would love still be as powerful? Would friendship still have value? It's these challenges that make our connections real. And then there's the question of immortality. Controlling time could allow people to live longer or even stop aging. At first, it sounds amazing. Eternal youth. Unlimited time to accomplish everything you've ever wanted. But what about the downside? People who live too long might lose interest in life, having seen and done it all. New generations would never get the chance to step up, bringing fresh ideas and energy into the world. Society would stagnate under the weight of ancient ideas and customs. people might become tired of living, realizing that the beauty of life comes from its fleeting moments. But here's the kicker. If everyone could control time, we'd all be isolated in our own timelines, forever living in moments only we've chosen to experience. Imagine a society where everyone is disconnected from the natural flow of time, living in their own personal reality. It's an existential nightmare, where people are trapped in the moments they choose, unable to truly share experiences with others. The result? A society that looks connected on the outside but is fractured and lonely on the inside. So, what's the final takeaway? The ability to control time would be both a blessing and a curse. It's a power that could reshape our lives, but it would come with an unimaginable cost. While the idea of controlling time seems thrilling, perhaps it's for the best that time moves in only one direction. Each moment is precious because it's fleeting. Every second we experience, whether good or bad, shapes who we are. Embracing time as it flows may be the best gift we have. A gift we only truly understand once we realize it can never be controlled. If you're intrigued by these mind-bending ideas, don't forget to subscribe. There's a whole universe of what-if scenarios out there, and we're just getting started. Hit that button so you don't miss our next journey into the unknown.